a lot to satisfy me physically, and we're talking about doing it, yes. Everything else is more of a spiritual, emotional, and a mental support. So it depends on it depends on your definition of that. I don't know. For some it may, for others it may not. Grilled salmon, roast potatoes. I think I do got some salmon. I can do some lobster tails too. Or I think he has lobster tails today. I might not have cooked. Might go get me some oysters. Yeah. So satisfying me is honestly easier, but it depends too, because some people's love language, that's how they give gifts. They give things because they feel like that takes the place of everything else. I'm not that person. Granted, I understand that we're busy, so we both don't have a lot of time, excessive extra time, but Miami Expo is the 15th through the 17th of July. But even with that though, listen, I can't preach this more, ladies. We got to come back on the financial stigma, okay? It is not stop dating to look for help, okay? Stop dating to look for support. Stop dating to get a man that's going to take care of your obligations as an adult, okay? Just because you are dating now, fellas, if you laying up in her bed, you eating her food, you hitting her, she's doing that, then yes, you should be contributing something, because y'all seen what's happening in the world. Food is no longer cheap, all right? Food's not cheap anymore. Gas going to the stores to get the food is not cheap. Then having to prepare the meal takes time. So on all aspects of things, if you have it to contribute from a financial standpoint, that is amazing. If you don't, there are other ways you can contribute, but this is when you have to sit down and communicate, okay? You got to tell them what you need. And fellas, you got to get comfortable with saying, look, this is where I'm at financially. This is what I'm able to do and what I'm not able to do. If I'm not able to support you financially, but I can do this, this, and this, y'all should figure it out and be able to make it work. Yes, Star, you are right. Being cherished for the effort. Yes, for the hard work. And I feel like that a lot of women don't, and I've had this conversation with girls, just because he might not be where you want him to be financially, that doesn't mean he's not a good dude. That doesn't mean he's not a good man. That doesn't mean that if you say that baby the cabinet broke, that he's not finna go get his tools and that cabinet's gonna be fixed when you get home. Or if you want a stand built on the side of your bed, look, it's some girls that I know, men love them. They say they want this. He'll look at it. He might not have the money to buy the bed, but I have seen it where a man made the bed his woman wanted. He made the bed. He made the table. So the fact that you have a man that's willing to jump in and assume what he can, y'all better stop playing with these men. And if you don't want them, I do. Send them my way. Shawty swing my way. Sure look good to me. Alright, if you don't want them, send them my way, because I would much rather have a man who was willing, who put effort, who even tried and wants to know what's up with my life, than a man who's just, here go a couple dollars, I'll holler at you when I holler at you, or here go a couple dollars, I talk to you every 4 to 5 days. I don't want that. I want the, what's up? How you doing today? How was your day? mental health check. Just like I'm a mental health check him. Baby, what's up? How you doing? Where you at? Did you eat today? No, you ain't ate. Where you at? Drop me your address so I can send you something. Or you want me to cook and I'll bring you something. It doesn't always have to be financial. A lot of y'all ladies is chasing this bag because you want a man to lift the responsibility of you as an adult. That's not how that works. A man does not always have to lift the financial responsibility, but that does not mean he is not a good man. That does not mean he cannot help you in life. Sometimes you need spiritual support. You need emotional support to help you get out of a hole that you stuck in so you can start building somewhere else. And if that man goes like this and he picks you up out of a hole that he did not dig himself, you got yourself a good man. So what he did was he picked you out of a hole that man did not dig himself, but he picked you up. So boom, you're not down there no more, but you got a fresh start. So why not take this same man that was willing to pick you up and build on your fresh start? But instead, you want him to pick you up and then look at him and say, now go do all the work, do all the building, pay all the bills, and I'm going to just stand right here. But I want you, this the fresh start, but I want you to do all of it. Bitch, no, that's not how that fucking works. That's not how that works. That's not how that works. He's supposed to do everything but fuck how he feel. Fuck his mental. Fuck if he's overworked. No, sis. That's not how that works. Help you. I'm going to stand there. You gotta lift this board up. Okay, cool. I'm gonna help you brace it while you whatever you need to do. But a lot of y'all ladies feel like, oh, pull me up out this hole that this other man that threw me down and left me there. He threw me down. He left me there. But okay, this other guy, he pulling me out. I want you to do everything. Bitch, let me smack her, because she need to be smacked. She needs some sense smacked into her goofy ass. And that's why I don't like it, because I don't like how these women is playing it nowadays. Like they're the only ones whose feelings are important. Like they're the only ones that need mental help or spiritual help, you know, or even for that, physical. Like I said, it does not have to be financial. You can help people. You can even with the platforms or just putting a smile on somebody else's face a day. You're helping. You have to lose that whole thing about financial gain, because I'm telling you, ladies, you will feel a lot better dealing with a man who's into you, who cares about you, who is going to take the time. Hold on, my baby says she's not having a good day. Hold on, let me see what's up with my girl. I'm telling you, the ones that got all the money and all that, they got all the problems too. They balancing 5, 6 girls. They putting your bills, her bills, they bills. And that's why he can only see you once a week. That's why he texts you back every other day. No, I want somebody that got time. He gonna work. He gonna get his grind on. He gonna do what he gotta do. And we gonna be at peace when he get home. We gonna be at peace because I know my man just worked hard. Whatever I do for that day, whatever work it is, rather, like yesterday I cut down some trees. If my man working, however he working or doing whatever he doing, baby, you had a long day. What do you want to eat? Can I cook for you? Are you hungry? You know, if he want a bath, I rub feet, all of that. Because men, especially as our black men or any man of color, any man of dark skin, when they walk into the world, they're fighting the world. They're already fighting the world. No matter what their culture is, if they are of the darker skin complexion, they are fighting the world. They shouldn't have to come home and fight at home. They shouldn't have to stress because you mad about some purse that you wanted to buy that you can't afford to buy, but you couldn't afford to buy it your fucking self. You not out there going to grind and hustle to get that bag yourself, but you want to put that responsibility on this man who also is providing the house you live in, the water you wash your ass with, the lights that you turn on every day. And all you giving is what? Some coochie? Baby, act like you want to treat that man crazy if you want to. Act like you don't really want that man. Act like that man is not as valuable because he's not in the fast life and he's not in the streets. And watch, someone like me is going to value him and you're going to lose him. You're going to lose him. Because that street shit is cute for a short and a very brief time. I don't know about you ladies, and I don't know, some ladies never have. I have dealt with different walks of life. I've dealt with the street guys. I've dealt with the corporate 500, schoolboys, okay? D-boy, whatever you want to call it. Two things I learned about the streets. If you do not have an ultimate and a definite exit plan, all right, you got to have a goal. Same with the hustle and the business that I was in and that I'm currently in. You have to have a goal. You have to have an exit plan. And shit don't last forever. You can't do it forever. Even if nothing else happens, as each day we get older, each year we get older, you can't do it forever. It takes time. It takes weight on your body. All right, it takes a lot out of you. So you have to have an exit plan. Most of the men that I've seen in the streets, some of them survived long enough to exit out. Some of them didn't survive at all. And then some of them are doing life sentences all for the fast dollar. And guess what? Out of sight, out of mind. Once you up out of here, it's only, you got a select few that's going to rock with you all the way through. But your woman, unless you married her, unless you was good to her while you was outside, you think it's fair you to ask her to do a bid with you, but you was only answering the phone once a week? You know what I'm saying? So just feel where I'm coming from. Ladies, y'all gotta change that. Y'all gotta change that narrative. And then a lot of y'all, I'm gonna say something y'all really don't like. And you right. I ain't gotta be that cute. That's fine, I know that. I know I'm not the baddest bitch in the world. I know that without these filters, I ain't all that cute. I know that, bitch. You ain't gotta tell me that. But some of y'all bitches be thinking y'all is the shit and swear y'all cute. Y'all don't deserve none of that shit. If y'all want to base it on how fine a motherfucker is, I personally would at least say hopefully she got a good, neck on her shoulder and some good coochie. But y'all be wanting to base it on just because you cute or you got a nice little body that's enough. No, ma'am, it is not. It is not, and it is not all that. So what else you got? Bitch, you don't got good coochie and you don't fry chicken hard the first time. So is it really worth it? You gonna tell a nigga he hungry, he been working 12 hours, you gonna make him eat some noodles? Shame on you. Bitch, you deserve that dirt ball. You deserve a dirt ball. If a man been working all day long and he come home and my man's gotta eat some noodles, you, sis, deserve a dirt ball, okay? Because you foul. That's not how we treat our men. Especially a man that does what a man is supposed to do. If he out here working, and then even if, girl, you got you a unicorn. Let me tell you something. He working. He making sure you good. If y'all got kids, or even if he assume, say, y'all got a kid, but you got a kid that's not his, but he still assumes that responsibility. And on top of that, he throwing some good dingling. You got a unicorn, but you want to sit up here and try to act like he's not what he is because of a financial bracket. Now, I totally get that you can't be happy struggling. I know it's hard to be happy struggling too, but you better make that shit work, because the two of you together can figure it out. The two of you together can figure it out. You said you gonna put some extra butter on those noodles, T. Listen, T will tell you, because T married, so she knows. And as much shit as T thought. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something about my friend. As much shit as T talk, okay? That salmon is cooked. That roasted chicken is cooked. That broccoli, asparagus, whatever, when that man come home, his food cooked. And it's enough for the next day too, okay? So don't let it fool you. T can attest. She is who I live. I lived through her marriage, for the married life. But T can attest that, baby, that food is done, them dishes is done, them clothes is washed, they're folded, all of that. So T will tell you, baby, and T, I'm gonna let you know, T got a big old booty too. You know what I'm saying? T fine, but T know what happened when your mans get home. What T call her husband Zaddy, y'all. So T know when Zaddy get home, where my food at? Your food, babe, your food's in the microwave. Y'all should see, y'all. I be laughing at T, because I be like, look at my married friend. I'm living through her. She be like, okay. So yes, ladies, stop making these men assume the responsibility of you being an adult, okay? Right, because Keisha's be out here, and Keisha is my alter ego, y'all. When I go out and I want to be Free for niggery, I come out my name Keisha. But yes, you have to. So T, you can agree with me. Ladies, y'all gotta stop the narrative that just because a guy is not in the streets or he's not in the fast lifestyle, that does not mean he is a good man. That does not mean he will not be a great provider. I honestly cannot wait to have a hands-on man. I can't wait to be in the kitchen cooking whatever he cooking, and he comes up behind me and grabs my waist and kiss me on the side of my cheek and give my ass a little smack, and I'd be like, I'm doing it again, you know, all of that shit. I can't wait for that. I can't wait. And then I can't wait to be like, all right, y'all, wash our hands so we can eat dinner. And I want him to be into me as much as I want to be into him. I want to be into my man. You said you talking about Keisha that's on. Oh, you talking about Keisha that's gonna take your man. Well, you know, depending on how much tequila I had, that Keisha can go either way. But but yes, that's what I'm saying. I want to be into him the same way he's into me. I want to love his dirty drawers as much as I want him to love mine. So that's the next time I choose to date. I am in fact dating with purpose. So we'll see how that goes. What's up, y'all? Alright, we are over here not playing no games today. The tattoo on my stomach is too big for me to show you because it goes all the way down here. So I cannot show you. However, if you find yourself to that link in my bio, you can see it on there. But yeah. Hello, what's up? Come my way. Oh, yes, saying come my way. So did I miss anything, fellas? Is there anything else that you would like me to let these ladies know that y'all tired of? You know, because Stop asking for shit. You need this, you need that, bitch. You need a job. You a slob, all that. Yeah, I don't know if I said that in the right order, but yeah, ladies, come on. You gotta have something. You gotta have something more than some coochie to offer, because a lot of y'all be trying to offer the coochie and the coochie ain't even good. But we ain't gonna get on that today, because they really be feeling some type of way, and I really get hate mail. Curly hair girl, I said the same thing. They actually was taking it in, so I feel like we had a successful one today. That's good. You're supposed to have your own. That's what I'm saying. Because just like it's other Keishas out here, and then fellas too, and then I'm talking to my ones that don't pay attention. Man, pay attention to your girl. That's gonna go a long way. It's the real small things that count. And it's the real small things that she's going to notice. So pay attention to your girl. And then honestly too, a lot of you pay attention to her, you already know what she got going on in her life. But don't let that go over your head either. But I'm not going to make it about my ladies. Definitely about the fellas today. Ladies, y'all doing a bad job. I don't like how y'all treating our men. Alright, we need to do better at loving them. Because even though the man is supposed to be the leader, maybe if we did a better job at loving them, they would love us more. And it wouldn't be so much we're against one another. You feel me? Bad coochie is in the all-time high. I believe you, because they're too busy outside, driving the boat. They want to, guzzle down tequila, haven't drank water in a month. They don't believe about detoxing their vagina. So, baby said they barely know how to brush their teeth. I can believe you. They don't even, I put some pH tests on here one day. They didn't even know what that was. So, I believe you when you say it's bad coochie out here. That's my whole point of this. You can't be out here only offering coochie and it's bad. You feel me? You can't be out here, all you got to offer is some coochie and then it's bad. You got a lot of nerves. I'll be like, bitch, I'm mad. Get out. Because you got a lot of nerves. Listen, I'd rather have water. Because I don't even drink Pedialyte, y'all. I be so dehydrated. I drink, like, when I feel like I'm not hydrated enough, I'm drinking Pedialyte. You are definitely right, Cleveland. So, yes. So, Friday's message, it went a lot well, and it did come out of nowhere. Oh, my goodness. Who hates attention and intimacy? Who hates attention and intimacy? I hope you're not talking about women. Women, first of all, love attention and they love intimacy. Now, if someone doesn't like it, you're 9 times out of 10 not doing it the right way. The intimacy, assuming, are you talking about the actual sexual act? Like, are you talking about a sexual act? Because if she doesn't like to do it, my good sir, and this is not to an attempt to offend you, she just might not like doing it with you. And that's when you have to have those uncomfortable conversations. They being sneaky. I think you might just need to ask her if she don't like having sex with you. Because I ain't gonna lie. That's why I told y'all, my best deep thrower be fucking up. I'm so sad that I have to replace him. But as much, I'm gonna let you know, when you throwing some good D, fellas, I gotta tell y'all this. When you throwing good D, you don't gotta ask for real. Like, the only time you gotta ask is if sis is on her menstrual, or she might be going through something mentally. But if you throwing a good D, brody, like, she gonna want it all the time. Like, women, despite the narrative, like, women like it just as much as men do. So if you are throwing it properly, you, like, y'all, it should be there. It should be there. If it's forced or anything like that, she probably don't like it. That's where y'all need to have that uncomfortable conversation, because, baby, I'll be like, boy, get over here. Bring that dick here, boy. That's how I be. That's how I be. Like, I'll be like, oh, you finna act like, boy, take this shit off. I'll get to undressing you myself. You approved this message vibe, thank you. Because I'm like, baby, listen, if she act like she don't want to, that's just because she don't want to do it with you, baby. Because when a girl is into a man and she's into him sexually, and then don't let him have her mental. If he has her mental, baby, what? The coochie is yours. You have already mind. She throughout the day reminisces about certain intimate situations y'all done had, and it gets ready for you for the later, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if she like doing it, that happens. But if she be like, no, because I'm telling you right here, I got a couple ladies, if I'm lying, you know, and like I said, it comes a time where it might be a disconnect because other things have happened. You know, women are moved a lot off of emotion, but I'm telling you right now, if she act like she don't want to get that coochie to you, or she act like it's a task, or she act like she don't like you, and the coochie don't like you either, so you might want to go find somebody that does. Or how about having the conversation on how you can change that narrative, how you can please her, what it is exactly that she's looking for. And honestly, even if you take the initiative to do it, even if you can't physically please her, the fact that you took the effort will help ease the situation, because it lets her know that you are concerned, that you are aware, that you did pay attention, and now you want to know if, or, you know, that's if you actually do want to fix the situation. Now, if you don't, and you just want to keep, because too, I'm gonna let you know too, anytime you have to force it, like, it's I gotta do this. The coochie don't want you, okay? The coochie don't want you, and it's not as good as it would have been had it wanted you. It's kind of like when y'all be wanting to get some, and it's like she want to sit there and lick the tip of it like it's some fucking milk, and you like, bitch, this dick. Okay, that's kind of how that happens. She gotta want you for it to be good. All right, guys, so it is Friday, early afternoon. They are cutting me off. We have been on here for an hour. Thank you for tapping in. I am going to revisit again tonight after I get done rolling around, just to see how your Friday was. Be safe. It's a nice, pretty day outside. Get out, enjoy the air. If you are battling mentally, remember, focus on bright colors. You have to redirect that negative energy into some positive and make it productive, okay? Breathing, make sure you're breathing, and do some meditation, all right? If you guys get the chance, please follow all of my other platforms. They can be found in the link in my bio. TikTok, Snapchat, Twitch, YouTube. I am on Bingo now, Bigo or something like that now too. But again, like I said, all of those platforms can be found in the link in my bio. Thank you so much for tapping in, and I'll see you guys later. Happy Friday.